And so that pretty much brings us up to like the situation where it is now, where officially the provisional I.R.A., most of the main Irish Republican armies, like the I.N.L.A., the Provost, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, they are officially on ceasefire. Sinn Féin has, because of their links with the Irish Republican Army, because they want to keep the legitimacy, has pretty much called for a full cession to violence, cession to the use of arms. However, there are many groups such as the real I.R.A. and another group that simply just called itself the I.R.A., trying to tie itself back to the old I.R.A. that pretty much claim that they will never stop violence until England has given up their claim to Ireland is united. And pretty much for what I'm talking about, the I.R.A., I'm pretty much any paramilitary organization that seeks the goal of uniting Ireland. So really, the tactics are different, but mostly every single one of these groups has the same goal of a united Irish Republic. They're just the tactics different. So while the I.N.L.A. and the Provost, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, are seeking more peaceful means now, and other groups are seeking more military, the one linking aspect is that they all seek to have a united Ireland. Okay, and so that kind of brings us up to modern times. So is there any questions? Greg?
So, given your history, it's pretty fair to say that the characterization of the problems in Ireland as a religious war are pretty much false, because isn't it the case that almost all of the IRAs, with only a few exceptions, are secular, which is, it's not about Protestant or Catholic, but it's about national liberation?
Pretty much. One problem, and what kind of makes it sticky, is that in Ireland, religion and ethnicity are very similar. It's very much a part of culture. Kind of like if you say, someone, it's like Arab Muslim and Jewish Jew. I mean, it's part of their identity. And just an anecdote, last semester, a classmate of mine mentioned her son was serving a mission in Ireland, and mentioned people will identify themselves as Catholic Mormon or Protestant Mormon, meaning that that's where they converted from. So Catholic or Protestant, it's not even about religion as much as identity, and that's the big thing, is cultural identities. I mean, many of the people who identify themselves as Catholic or Protestant aren't even religious as much as that's who they are. That's kind of their own culture. I mean, part of the main reason why England, through, I know we briefly touched on this, the penal laws throughout the history of the conquest tried to suppress the church, the Catholic Church, was as a way of cultural imperialism, suppressing the church and suppressing the language. It was cultural imperialism. It wasn't a big thing about, it wasn't a theological debate, it was a cultural issue. But yeah, you're right, it's not a, they don't really care, whether or not you believe in the Pope or not. It's just a matter of this group and that group. So it's more of identity and cultural identity than it is theological or sectarian debate.
So it's more like, are you for the complete removal of the English? He's like, yeah. It's like, all right, well, then you're Catholic enough for me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean,
it's like the direction goes the other way.
Exactly. Any other questions? Yeah.
My question is there a possibility of Northern Ireland becoming Ireland, a part of Ireland? Is it an actual possibility that Britain will release their hold on that 6 countries or 6 counties?
It's much less possible now than before, but it still is possible. There's still a much greater amount. There's still a greater amount of people in the Northern Ireland that wants to be part of Ireland. However, it's unlikely that Britain would release that, because there still is a group of Anglo-Irish who now are considering themselves to be just, their side. To be fair, they felt that they've lived there, 10 generations. That they aren't the ones who invaded Ireland. They're just living there now. So why should they give up their property? Why should they give up their, culture, their rule? And the big thing is they consider themselves to be Anglo-Irish, so they want to kind of have this sort of dual nationality. They consider themselves Irish, and they consider themselves having a claim to Ireland, but they still want to be ruled by England and still want to have that English connection. So it's unlikely that England would ever, abandon them, or that they would willingly go back to England. They were pretty much settled there, and one thing that was argued during the whole treaty debate was that the only way they could, achieve these means is through violence, through force. And that's kind of a big reason why the I.R.A. separated so many times is, at these different junctures, at these different courts, whether or not you can achieve it through peaceful means or through military means.